Alright, hello, this is Mike Bolger with Cross Country Freight Phoenix doing my commentary driving video, and we will be focusing on the 4 principles of safety, which are look ahead, look around, leave room, communicate. So here we go. As I pull out of this parking lot, I'm going to start looking at cars on my left and right by rocking and rolling. I'm gonna let this white Nissan go ahead of me before it's my turn. And I have the right of way, so I'm gonna go ahead and take this right into traffic. And we'll get down the road. Watching this guy looking like he's about to cross the road. He's gonna let me go ahead through. And I am seeing the 25-mile-an-hour speed limit sign with a red light ahead of me while keeping proper following distance. I'm probably over 7 seconds now, about 9 or 10, looking at the guy in the scooter coming down to the left, making sure he's staying in his lane. And I'm gonna start covering the brake as we get to this stop sign, putting on my left blinker about 20 feet from the stop sign, 50 feet from the stop sign. Okay. Observing the crosswalk, making sure no one's coming through at this 4-way stop. Gonna let this guy go. Go ahead, sir. There he goes. And I will start inching out and proceed to make my left turn. Alright. Got another red light. I'm gonna make another left here, stopping before the railroad tracks at the white strip, not blocking the crosswalk. And this guy is for sure blocking the crosswalk in front of me, but what are you gonna do? And easing into the intersection now on the green light before I make my left turn, letting this white Nissan pass. I go into my left, keeping adequate speed, observing that 30-mile-an-hour speed sign as I start to get up the speed. And we got a green light here. I have more than enough room to make the green before we get into the roundabout coming up here. Okay. And I'm going to stay right, observing this crosswalk in front of me. I will also use my blinker to show my intent. Gonna yield to this white SUV and also this BMW. Start inching, and I can safely make my turn into the roundabout, hanging right. And I will stay in the same lane here as I make my right through the roundabout. Watch this guy, and then I'm gonna safely change lanes, letting my turn signal blank for at least 3 signals, and we got a green light. We'll start going through traffic. Alright. Looking in the intersection, a couple families walking through, but that's okay, they're not on my side. And this intersection as well, this crosswalk, observing that, making sure no one's coming through. As we go to the stale green light, I'm gonna cover the brake, but that's gonna stay green, so we're okay. I'm keeping equal proper following distance with the car in front of me. As he starts to hit his brake, I know I will have to start too. The light turns green, and we're back to normal. And he's turning left, so I can increase my speed up to 35 miles an hour. As we approach the red light, I will start to slow down. And there we go, making sure there's no cars creeping in my lane left or on the right. Always checking my mirrors, see if anybody's tailgating me, anything like that. And we don't want to get too close to the Tesla in front of us. Alright, green light as we go. proper following distance in front of me, always over 7 seconds. This green light's good. And then as we come up to the red, I'm gonna throw my blinker on now and safely get into the far left lane here and get into normal traffic flow. Car coming up behind me. He's not riding me. And that brings us to a red light. Now, this is another four-way intersection. Even I'm a car length back, I'm always looking at the intersection to see. There's a lot of scooters and families and stuff that walk through this park, so I'm always observing that. Car coming up on my left. Get back into traffic. Yep. No U-turn sign lets me know that these guys in the far left lane are more than likely not going to make a U-turn, but you never know. Always got to be ready for that. They're going to get in my way. It's usually a longer light. And as the light turns green, we can slowly get into this intersection, always rocking and rolling, making sure I'm safe to make my turn. I will get in the far right lane and resume normal traffic flow as I see the 35-mile-an-hour speed limit sign again. And I see brake lights in front of me. I'm always covering the brake about 7 seconds behind this guy, so I know I'm safe. Won't cause an issue. And now I'm applying the brake as I slow down to a spot and letting me know that the light up here at the other main intersection is already red. Checking my mirrors at a stop periodically every 3 to 5 seconds. So no one tries to get into my lane or cut me off. And the light goes green. I'll slowly get off the brake. Start applying the gas. It looks like we caught another red light, so I caught that early by peeking around this SUV in front of me, so I'm able to apply the brake already. Again, always checking my mirrors while I'm at a stop, while I got the time. See if any tailgaters, anything like that, anyone trying to creep up, any motorcyclists trying to creep up, bicyclists in my blind spots, anything like that. Again, we're in like a public park area. There's a lot of people walking dogs, a lot of bike riders, things like that. You never know. Already I can see in the crosswalk ahead of me at the light, there's somebody walking a dog and a guy on a scooter, so I'd always have head on a swivel over in this area in Tempe. Things like that truck coming in too fast at the red light, you always want to watch out for. You don't know that he's going to swerve into your lane, anything like that. As the light goes green, we can slowly get off the brake and start going through this light. I just observed, and then this BMW ahead of me cut this dude off, causing him to brake, but that's okay. We will just apply the brake and get back into our safe following distance. And now I'll put my right blinker on, letting it blink at least 3 times, letting the guy behind me know I want to merge onto 202 here. And we have a yield sign, so making sure nobody's coming the other way, which they are not. So I'm going to safely go onto the highway. Staying in this right lane, seeing this white BMW come on me on the left, trying to get in front of me. We're going to let him go. Throwing my left blinker on, showing my intent that I would like to merge onto the highway. And we are on. I'm going to throw it on again because I want to be in a lane over. As we get up the proper speed here, which is 65. We actually want to catch one more lane. I will always be looking in my driver's side and rear and passenger side mirror, or driver's side mirror, because I want to make a left lane change. And we cannot safely do so at the moment, so we will just maintain proper speed limit and wait until we have enough following distance and room. I will throw my blinker on now to show my intent. This gentleman in the Jeep behind me is going to let me get over. Fantastic, thank you. And as we do, behind this Ford, we will let out the gas here a little bit to maintain proper following distance. And one more lane change here before we get on to, and this guy jumped in front of me in a Kia, but that's okay. We just get out the gas, let him go, and now I can get back up the following distance. Now I see this motorcycle in front of me. I have about 6 to 7 seconds now, and getting out the gas, and now it's about 7 seconds, and I'm going 65 miles an hour. So we know we're safe and proper following distance. If I want to check it, I can wait till he hits this sign right here, the exit 10 sign, and I'll start counting 1 1,000, 2 1,000, 3 1,000, 4 1,000, 5 1,000, 6 1,000. So we're about 6, so we know to slow down just a little bit. And there we go. That's about 7 right there. Always looking in my rear view. Guy in this truck looks like he wants to tailgate me a little bit possibly, but that's okay. As long as we're maintaining the speed limit, all the while keeping safe following distance. Always, when there's another on-ramp coming and I'm in the right lane, I'm rocking and rolling, looking at my passenger side rear view, because they're going to want to merge over. That's going to let me know if I have room, or if I'm going to have to catch this left lane and let this car coming on the interstate to get in my lane. But there's plenty of room, and I have equal distance behind me and in front of me, so we're okay there. Always making sure, though, after the fact, that the right lane, the right on lane, that this guy won't jump in front of me here. And nope, he's going to go ahead and cruise right along in his lane, so I know I'm okay. I'm starting to catch my following distance to this motorcyclist, so I will ease back down to my following distance, because we have 1.5 miles till our exit. So I can safely change. I could safely change lanes and get back up to speed, but there are 3 cars next to me in the lane to the left. I can wait for him to go. As he does, we can go ahead and change lanes safely, signaling at least 3 times so the people behind me know my intent. And we can get back up to speed, letting out the gas a little to maintain following distance with this Kia in front of me. As we go ahead and get down the road, we're about 1/2 mile to our exit. Or sorry, 1 mile rather. Noticing the cop pulled over on the shoulder. I'm not an issue to him. If I was in the right, I'd get over left to give him space to work, but we are too far for us to be a problem to him. I'm going to go ahead and put my right blinker on, noticing this car in the second lane, and he won't merge left at the same time I'm merging right, and he doesn't. That's okay. And I want to catch another lane here. Always checking all my mirrors. My passenger mirror, no cars coming. So we go ahead and make that right as we get onto our exit here. Alright, as I get off the off-ramp, I'm already applying the brake because I see a red stale light here. We're going to stay in the far left lane. Always keeping my blinker on so they know my intent, and we'll come to a stop behind this dump truck. As the light goes green, I will take my foot off the brake, slowly applying pressure to the gas pedal. I don't want to get too close to this dump truck behind me. I'm okay right here while I make my turn. And once we get into our left, I will then make proper following distance, noticing the light turning yellow, but that's okay. We're already in the turn. And we catch another red light. So we're going to go ahead and apply the brake again, checking my mirrors at this time, rocking and rolling. And they have a red light behind us. So I got no cars behind me at this time. Waiting for this light to go. Light turns green. Traffic starting to come behind us. I'll go ahead and slowly apply the gas. I see this guy turns his blinker on. I cannot get in the left lane at this time. I will slow down and let him make his turn. As he does, we will get back on the gas, let him safely go. I noticed this truck peeking out a little bit over the stop sign line, but that's okay because I caught it early. I'm able to stay in the left lane as much as possible, not list in the right lane, causing an accident due to that guy. Noticing this pedestrian here on a bicycle. He doesn't go over the Jersey wall here or anything like that. I have plenty of following distance in front of me on this Oldsmobile, and plenty of room to the left of me of this Jeep. Making sure he's not listing in my lane, anything like that. I'm staying in my lane. Both hands on the steering wheel. The red light ahead of me. As it turns green, we will apply the brake because the Oldsmobile in front of us already caught the red, so we know he's going to be slowing down. But that's okay. As we go through the green light, we can focus on getting our safe following distance back here. And as we do, I know I'm about 5-6 seconds now. And that's about 7. We can get back up to speed. Always good to look at these signs. I know I got 11 miles till Fountain Hills. Okay, so that's good. 20 minutes. We got a right turn lane only coming up here on the right. Sure he's not going in there. Like I said, I have proper following distance, speed limit 45, and we are able to cruise now at a safe following distance and a safe speed. So not too much traffic out today. I got a car behind me coming up pretty fast, but that's okay. We have a left passing lane. No, I'm not holding up any traffic. I'm going the speed limit. Shouldn't be an issue. But like I said, not too much traffic out today. Just not too much to worry about, but always got to have a head on a swivel out here. Never know. Alright. Observing that do not enter sign, always looking at my street signs. Set the cruise now if I want, which we'll go ahead and do at 47 or at 45, sorry. Here we go. I said, there's not too much traffic out on this road at the moment, but I'm always every 3 to 5 checking all my mirrors, rocking and rolling, driver's side, passenger side, and my rear view, passenger side again. And I stay observing this car behind me, catching up to me, but like I said, that's okay. We have a passing lane on our left. And speaking of, as this Tesla comes up to me, I'm making sure he's staying in his lane as he passes, which he is. I can maintain my speed. Another car on the left coming up to pass, the Jeep's still behind me. Speed limit to 65. I'll get off the cruise and get back on the gas up to 65 miles an hour. And he got in front of me just under my proper following distance, but that's okay. I can get off the gas and slow down. I see an emergency vehicle here on the right. I'm gonna go ahead and get over left to give him space to work. Or a street sweeper. That's what I meant to say. As I get through the street sweeper, I'm always looking to make sure when I get back over that I have plenty of space behind me as well as in front of me. Getting back up to speed now to 65 miles an hour. Observing, looking behind me, always checking my mirrors, observing that wrong way sign, going the other way. And we got a traffic light sign up here, so we know we want to aim high in steering and see if we're going to catch a red, which it looks like we are. The light just turned red about 500 feet from it. So we're going to go ahead and get off the gas right about now and cover the brake. It looks like we are going to catch this red light. I'll start applying the brake and also staying in this lane, because as you can see, there's a merging lane here in front of me, so that lane's going to close on the far right. So we want to go ahead and stay in this middle lane as we come to a complete stop. And there you have it, leaving enough room for the car in front of me so I don't cause an accident or anything like that. Also, when there's a merging lane here, I'm seeing if there's, I always want to make sure if there's any cars coming in that far right ending lane, so see if they try to squeeze through or anything like that. Maybe they didn't notice the lane closure sign, which happens a lot. And there is not, and the lane is going to go ahead and close now. So back to a 2-lane road. And we can go ahead and get back on our following distance, 65 again through here. It says the speed limit sign right to our right here. Watch this truck pass me to the left. He's okay, he's in his own lane, not swerving or anything like that. And I get back up to speed, all the while having my proper following distance of probably over 7 seconds, I'd say. At this point, we can go ahead and wait till he gets this mile marker sign up here and start the countdown. 1 1,000, 2 1,000, 3 1,000, 4 1,000, 5 1,000, 6 1,000, 7 1,000, 8 1,000, 9 1,000. So we're about 9 there. We can go ahead and resume normal speed limit. Don't have to slow down or anything like that to gain following distance. Noticing this car to the left gonna go ahead and pass me. That's okay. He's gonna go ahead and get in front of me, but at his speed, the following distance shouldn't be an issue. I will get on the gas a little bit, but he's cruising right along pretty good. So we're about 5 to 6 right there. Should be 7 momentarily, and that looks about 7. Noticing this right turn only lane, seeing if he's gonna jump over there. He is not. Always checking my mirrors, everything like that. Another right lane, he's still not gonna get over there, so we're okay. And also too, on a divided highway like this, every now and again I'll look over at the traffic coming my way just to make sure no one's jumping that medium or getting in the turn lane over there, not doing a U-turn or anything like that. And we're gonna go ahead and let this Jeep pass us as he gets in front of me. I see a stalled vehicle on the shoulder. Gonna go ahead and get in the left lane. I have plenty of room. And again, as we see this, we're gonna go ahead and look at our passenger side, making sure we have plenty of space behind us when we get back. He is now merging back on the highway. So he's gonna go ahead and get up the speed, but we have plenty of room behind him. And get back in the right lane, get back on our speed limit, following distance, and get back into normal traffic flow. So nothing too crazy. Like I said, still not a lot of cars out today. Not too much traffic, anything like that. Again, I'm still looking when the traffic coming the opposite way, when there's an outlet or medium or U-turn opportunity. I'm always looking at those, make sure a car doesn't realize he's going the wrong way, anything like that, and try to make an immediate U-turn, causing me to hit the brake on a divided highway like this. Go ahead and get into this turn. I see a left turn only lane coming up. Okay, into the curve, applying the gas. I can safely gas through this curve. Another medium, left turn only lane, no cars making U-turns. I can safely get through the U-turn area, or the turning area, sorry. Speed limit still 65 through here. Plenty of following distance in front of me to the car on the left and right. And noticing this mile marker sign. Looking in my rear view, no cars tailgating me, coming up on my left, anything like that. Speed limit still 65. Looking at the cars coming on the left side, they're coming the opposite way periodically. Observing this intersection that we just went by at the stop sign to make sure there's no cars peeking out onto the freeway. Watch for animal signs. Not really too many through here. Again, this car behind me looks like he's starting to catch me a little bit. That's okay. Alright. We got a roadside half a mile. We know we have an intersection. Always want to be careful going through intersections, looking right and left. As I approach this light, I can notice now it is a stale green light. I will cover the brake. It looks like it's been green for quite some time, and like I said prior, there's another lane closure sign, making sure no cars are coming in my right, trying to squeeze in front of me. As the lane closes, I can go through this green light. I can go through this green light safely, and there was no cars coming on the right lane. Noticing that it was closing too late, that's always good. Keeping following distance proper following distance with this police officer in front of me. And we can go ahead and get back into speed. Car coming up on me on the left. Horse crossing sign here. Always keep aiming high and steering left, right, and center to make sure nothing's running out on the road, anything like that. Always want to aim high. Always want to look around. And this car behind me is going to go ahead and pass me on the left here. That's all right as we approach another stop sign. Or sorry, traffic light. And I can already see cars hitting their brakes, so I know it's red now, just turned green. Letting me know it's a new green light. I should be able to go ahead and ease through this green light. At proper speed. I'm starting to see slower moving traffic in front of me because of the traffic signal in front of them. They're starting to slow down. For the red light, it looks like around this curve. And it just turned green, so we know it's a new green light. I'm about 500 to 600 feet from it. I should be able to make it just fine. Speed limit 50 miles an hour around this curve. And we should be able to go through this light just fine. Observe the intersection, this truck rolling, making sure he stops behind the white line, not rolling into the intersection, as it is my right of way. SUV creeping up behind me, speed limit 65. As we go over this bridge, I'm looking at my passenger driver side mirror. I see a couple cars coming to pass me on the left. I'm always watching them to make sure they stay in their lane as they pass. We got a truck crossing sign up here through this intersection. Always looking at these intersections, these small drives, sees any cars peeking out into the road here, and there is not, so I know it's okay to go ahead and cruise through as I maintain proper speed, and I have plenty of following distance in front of me, no cars on my tail behind me. As we get down the road here, slow traffic, keep right. Like I said, that we have plenty of following distance on both left and right lanes in front of me, so that won't be an issue until we catch another traffic light. Always checking my mirrors, seeing that Jeep behind me, and we got a truck that's going to go ahead and pass here momentarily. Now, but he looks like he's staying in his lane, not bothering me or anybody, so we're gonna go ahead and let him pass and observe when he cuts back to the right that we are able to maintain our proper following distance when he comes back over in our lane. And here he goes now. Let's see. Not thrown on a signal yet, so I know he's going to go ahead and past this other truck in front of us, so we're okay there. We just have to watch our following distance for the truck in the right lane in front of us as we don't catch them. Or if he does start getting into our following distance, I know we have plenty of room on the left to go ahead and make a pass if need be. Right turn only lane. We're gonna go ahead and make our way into this and go ahead and make a right turn here, letting the car to the left of me pass me. We're gonna start slowing down, and we're gonna go ahead and stop right here. And okay, thank you guys so much. This has been my commentary driving. Mike Bolger with Cross Country Freight. I appreciate you and have a good day.